Okay, Grand Rising, it's Shay Seeking, and welcome back. And so, again, whew, yeah, let's keep on going here. I can't remember where I ended in the last video. Again, the phone died. But again, this whole thing has been like someone trying to take and swap destinies out with me and someone else. I have no other reason to know or think why this is, because someone thinks that I don't deserve something that I have already been anointed and ordained and also brought up to do. Meaning I put in the work, I put in the time, I put in, again, for this particular project here, just like anyone else takes the time and they work on their craft, when it comes to any other form of education or anything of that matter. I feel like there's a lot of trickery. I feel like there's a lot of people that are sending in messaging in a way that you won't be able to identify who is saying what and doing what. So I feel like a lot of deception and just not knowing, a lot of making my life a little bit harder, a lot harder than it had to be. Again, being on this journey, a lot of people coming in wanting to take, right? Giving a little bit of something here, but taking much more than they were actually giving, but making it seem as if they were giving more than they were taking. So even if someone has come in and maybe, again, I am not, from the standpoint in the 3D where I am, okay, the way that my mind works and the way that I see, I don't see that I've signed any contracts or made any ties with individuals, but has source or something more powerful, another being, placed people in my life in situations at times and things like this. Again, we're dealing with the ether or the Milky Way or something of that, like the tethering energy, as above, so below. I believe some of us are tethered above, you know what I'm saying, in the mind, but maybe a lot of us came from down low. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't necessarily believe in anything being in the sky necessarily, except air. You know what I'm saying? And whatever, you know what I'm saying, other makings, that we have, man has made, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's also these conductors of energy, like what is that, Foxconn and other things that are going up around the nation like that. I think that these things are housing something more powerful and more critical than what we think, as far as like making televisions or something of that nature. Again, make sure to be, discerning when it comes to anything that can tell a lie to your vision. That's your eye. You know what I'm saying? Your all-seeing eye, or that eye. Your mind's eye, I like to call it. Or again, the two eyes that are in the front of your face, right? Because you're also using the eyes or the crowns or corona of your ancestors, meaning your pineal or the activation of something. Again, I feel like it's dealing with something of that nature. And like I said, I don't go too far into depth. It's just basically you either get it or you don't. All right. I think that there's deeply rooted things that maybe I do know that I don't say because it feels like it's going against code. But for some reason, I am someone that was sent here to tell this story. It's like, what was those grandmothers? Those grandmothers were ancient gods and goddesses that were telling those stories. And now again, when the ancestors pass on, it's as if they, because people are going to think what they want to think, it's as if they come into you some kind of way, right? And during this activation or this is something that's happening in this particular time. It doesn't mean that it hasn't happened already with one of these so-called resets or something of that nature. Okay. So again, I know I've been given my marching orders or my papers, right, by source to know what I'm here to do. Whether somebody believes me or helps me or assists me or not, but I feel like a group of people have come against to undermine me. Rather they just were doing it because they thought they wanted to get away with it. Rather they wanted the spot. Rather they didn't want me to have it. They thought somebody better could do it. So again, this is where I feel like something unjust has happened to the mental of someone like me in order for other people to get a steps ahead because they knew this prophecy just like I'm telling you it now. There's nothing on this plane that can tell me that these people that I've never met in the physical here, okay, that I know of, unless there's a higher power or we're dealing with other beings here that have the authority to, again, conduct certain things on another level that you had no say so. Again, not to say that even it being illuminated to me later on about some of these things that might have happened beyond the veil, okay, when I was not able to see. It's almost like something in the back, way back of something. It's not dark, but there's no visuals to it, but I can sense and know. Maybe that's what Gnosticism is talking about on another level as well, that something like this has happened, or somebody wants me to know this, or this may be somebody projecting this energy, but there is a child involved. And I feel like all this time people have been, they have learned how to perfect to manipulate me, because these people may have secret meetings and things, secret court cases where they may ignite a conversation telepathically with me and have me explain it, but I don't know why you see what I'm saying? But I'm just an open oracle. There's no hidden agenda. There's nothing that is, I listen very close to what Source says, but I know I'm dealing with other energies here on this plane as well that can be very manipulative. All right. And lots of times I feel like I should not even be able to, if it was up to these people, I would not be able to speak or say another fucking word. But there's something higher, a higher power that's involved here. And the people on this plane want me to seem like everything is limited, my platforms, my businesses, and things like that, to make me give up or doubt myself in some sense. But it doesn't work that way, because all these people, especially in the tarot communities, these succubus women, these black widows, these women that want what the fuck I got, right? They see these amazing men that they've been able to, that for some reason they've been able to manipulate them against their particular god. This is the energy that they were connected to, as that in the beehive, or in the like the queen bee of this era, okay? Because we didn't come here to fit into this motherfucker. We came to change it, right? So again, what has happened is they have conducted something where the hive has attacked the queen bee. And that's what this chaos is. So in the beginning, the earth was first a dark, chaotic mass, because this was the particular attacks. Now, I feel like Source has given us 2 or 3 times, again, with this cycle in the past 2 years, to clear this up. But everybody doesn't get on board here. They keep on trying to leave out the key component and leave it off to the sidelines for some reason. I feel like sometimes it's protection, but I say you got to be kidding yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because no one has come to face you yet. They know, and you know what's going on. People have probably passed on, died, been convicted, or, crucified and things like this because of this whole matter here. And it's almost like, what is going on? I should be able to know the time limit or whatever the fuck this is too. You know what I'm saying? Because, or there is no time. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's almost like that energy of time ain't real. Okay. Money ain't real. Okay. But again, we all have something to contribute to this. This is not just my show. And this is, I feel like, why I was chosen to take that top spot. Almost as if, kind of like with this energy here. Okay. This is what this whole, I guess this is what this reading is going to be, or this storytelling is going to be. Again, that's what this is, before anyone comes here with any kind of ulterior motives to try to make it seem like mental illness. I cannot stand those terms, because so many people are being misdiagnosed with this these days, and they actually are very gifted, and they're here to heal the world. And since we attack these people and we try to put these people in snares and imprison them or lock them up or whatever, I think it's very sad, okay? Because this is what happens. Your whole family, this is these black sheep of the family, these elect, the ones chosen by Source and hated by everybody else, okay? Ostracized, treated as an island, as if they are some dis-ease or something. And these people have, these beings, I feel like there's lots of us that have, you see how these things around her head, it makes me think this is like a nuclear energy here in the middle here, and these little dots are those that have been recreated or something like that, of that nature, offspring of these energies here. So it's not just a one-man show. It's just someone that's supposed to be the one that spearheads it without any shame. But again, being under attack by, again, different societies, different covens, different countries, nation leaders, very powerful people. Could you imagine that? Someone that is looked at as a no-name, that doesn't have probably anything in their name, right? And all these powerful people that may have finances and platforms and positions of power and stuff over this person, and they are all looking at this person to see how they can harm or take this person down. Okay, this is even if they have to, install, if they can't find something again. And I feel like people can try to go back to your way past, but it's when source sits you down and let your ass know that you his or hers or theirs, and they got you here to be doing something. So forget about all that other stuff. Even the whole thing about wiping all the tears away. All right. But you got to stay in your purpose. And again, not to say that nobody's purpose is lesser, because people deal with, other seers and stuff like that deal with more general information. But the ones of us that can see on those many different levels are meant to be at the top. It doesn't matter. And it's not for these people to build up the top and build up everything, because now everything has been built on a faulty foundation here, because we're dealing with a whole bunch of people that were trying to see what they could get. Material things, okay? Land, money, resources, finances, whatever, okay? And it turned into something that turned into like a greed or something of that nature. But one of these individuals that I maybe love and care for or respected or look to, or grew with at some point in time, I think doesn't think that I deserve this and wants to do anything to try to make sure it ends up in someone else's hands. I mean, whether this is changing documents out, changing up blood work, it's something. It just seemed like somebody is on another level here, and I think it's more fear of having to share the floor, right? Or maybe somebody wanting their cake and eating it too, okay, with the actual person. So again, they feel like, again, look at this energy here, okay? It's funny because I'm looking at this in a different light here, how I laid these cards out, how this person look. What is this? The Ace of Blades. Wait, no, that's not. Let's see. The Knight of Blades, okay? So yeah, this is giving me some Knight energy here. This is giving me Knight energy here, okay? And you notice how this person is coming in and it looked like this lady's head is cut off. Now, this might be a black shirt or something around her neck, but to me, it makes it kind of look like her head is cut off if you really look at the back part right here, okay? And she looks very unsure of what's going on, kind of concerned here. And this person is taking some of her hair here, okay? Whether you're talking about cutting it or whatever, but look at this energy back here in this mirror. Kind of trippy. But everything that looks bad on, what I'm saying, isn't always bad. Sometimes things are meant to be that way so they can scare you. Oh, look how this person is looking in this mirror and something is reaching out and touching something that's in her hand. Oh, somebody's head, actually. Their crown chakra, their corona. Wow. Okay. This is maybe somebody being anointed. And also, if you look at this here, look at this little spirit. See, this is giving me Jinn energy. This is giving me Islamic energy and Moorish energy here. Look how this person has his hand in this person's head and he's kind of screaming like he doesn't want to do whatever this is. And look at this darkness on the side here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's something. This looks like a hand coming out this mirror here. So I was just listening to the Nag Hammadi. I can't remember what book it was, but it was I think a father talking to his son, maybe Hermes. This is almost like a king, and this is gonna fucking hurt, man. This is I don't like this feeling. It's like a king or ambassador or emperor or something of that nature. It's almost like I get old friend energy, old love, first love, only love energy. It's almost like if we look at this, okay, I don't know, just air or hair or air, like an air or air blowing, the fact that they're taking off this hair is making me think about DNA testing, okay? I don't know how this dog is looking here, this tattoo here. This red robe or red covering that this person has on. These spirit energy, like I said, it's almost like this person is doing these things to this woman or her hair or whatever. Of course, this looks like a barber shop, but it's like whatever this is here is trying to get this person to do this here. This somebody is controlling, like I said, fifth generation energy here. It's almost like even today, we were going to stay one more day in Washington. And then all of a sudden, somebody got a little frustrated and got agitated about the things. And they just wanted to just hurry up and leave. And I thought we were going to another hotel. And then they said, oh, we're just going home. And, it just reminded me of time again where I feel like my mom was under this influence at one point in time with me as a child. And now that I'm looking back at the wild things that happen within those things, that's why I don't hold nothing personal or hold grudges against people, because now I see that I'm dealing with something else. It may be not something some people cannot understand. So people fear what they don't understand, but it's actually a gift to sit here and help the world. And it may not like these gifts, the way that they may not last forever, right? So again, it's better to take advantage of them while we do have them. And I feel like people have been really just harming and killing this energy here. They don't want change, okay? So yeah, I don't like the way that this has this little jinn energy here, okay? This sprite or whatever is doing this. Because it's almost like they're going to take this, almost like Medusa with the head cut off as well. And then the next this kind of looks like a child here. Is being touched by this spirit energy here. And I feel like this is an energy that was on this plane today, messing with our children. We'll just keep it as that, especially young girls. Young girls right now, I am concerned about, because there's a spirit or there's the energy of this jinn energy or these sprites or spirits here that I feel are getting a little bit too close to children here. And it may not be in a great way, okay? That almost looks like the back of somebody's head too, right there. Like, yeah, this kind of looks kind of, whatever this is right here to the left of his head. But this person looks very unsure, and I don't show this energy, right? But all the time. But this is the energy here, okay? Because I know people are conspiring, so I have to kind of go within. I can't deal with a lot of drama. And like I said today, leaving Washington, that it was kind of like that drama. And then I just settled in like, this is it. This person is not playing no games or whatever. I don't have the means to stick around here. So I'm going to have to go back, But I felt like I was leaving something there. There was a part of the mission that was supposed to be completed, and I think this person got wind of it. I'm telling you, we're dealing with jinn energy. We're dealing with possession. This doesn't, I don't think it permanently damages the person, but there's something that has to be closed here. Some type of portal here, okay, that needs to get, again, those particular negative, evil energies away from those of us that have been, again, anointed by source. And warned not to take the mark, whatever you want to think that is, okay? Some people may think it's the antidote. Some people may think it's other things, okay? I think it also has to do with, citizenships or those types of ships or any kind of other ships, okay? I rode past this place today. It was, I don't know why that Shippawana something. It was a weird name of a city that keeps coming up to me for some reason. But there were several biblical signs on the way from, like I said, from the Midwest down into Washington. Several, okay? Several biblical, downloads and visions and things like that I had. Today I had a lot of sleep, right? Okay, some things went smoothly and some did not. There was a little bit of animosity, a little bit of things again going on. I feel like, dealing with the energy of more of a Muslim energy, trying to make someone out to be we have covetous energy around here, right? Trying to covet that which belongs to the Most High. And then we have this other spirit, which I feel is Moorish and Islamic energy. They're trying to overpower or take over a certain portion of land. Okay. And so they have already formation, and they already have, and this is the sad thing about it, because while we were sitting here still fighting with each other or denying the fact of the who's who and what's what, we have allowed people to be stronger than us, the ones that have come here to that want order restored. Okay, order in the court. Okay, again, sometimes it's better to deal with one a monarchy energy when you're trying to bring order back into play, right? I just feel like that's the best thing. That's just my opinion, though, okay? And it's just what Source is showing me, okay? Because I feel like these people have, if you just look at this energy, this is the conductor here, this energy. Matter of fact, this could also be looked at as like one of the, like a headpiece that maybe a pharaoh or someone would have worn. It's all trickling down from that energy here, okay? So yeah, there was like I said, so I felt like all this whole time, somebody wants me to say something. Why do I have this sensation? But again, everybody was getting upset when I wanted to do a video. You know what I'm saying? There was animosity. Things could have got a little out of hand or whatever. And so I was just like, you know what? Because again, sometimes your presence or your message disturbs people's demons. Now, I'm not saying that this personal person is taking, I can tell when I just need to go ahead and just shut up and just say, you know what? Okay, I see what's going on here. Right? There's somebody heavy in your fucking energy. And so we just going to go ahead and just stop right now, because people are dealing with stuff that I feel like they shouldn't be dealing with when it comes to some of us. But they're using vassals that may not be as committed to Source as you are, that are around you. But you don't look at these people as bad people. You know what I'm saying? It's just you could see. You see? It's just, and again, they've been put there for a certain amount of time to serve a certain purpose as well. All right? But I feel like this whole abandon the Empress energy, not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I don't know why this masculine, I don't know if like again, I do know why. It's dealing with these other women. It's dealing with these other gods and goddesses, okay, with little g's. And when they're doing that, they're going against that most high energy. Even if you want to say that you're talking about collaborative energy or collective energy, it will be the same thing, because these are the some of the traits that these individuals have picked up and been getting away with for some time now, during this new world, this new order of things. Okay, we'll say that. All right, they've made a profession out of it, and not only did they do that, they brought gawking eyes, evil eyes in on these energies here. And I think some of these people weren't even aware that they were doing this. That's the thing. So much so that the evil eye had to come back around and look at them in a certain light or a sense for them to see what's being said here. Okay. So we have the 6 of Wands here. Okay. And this person is crossing a finish line. Excuse me. It's a female here. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the sky. Yeah, a lot of hawk and evil, extremely large birds, actually, that I've been seeing all day. We were in the mountains and stuff, though, too. So, just the way her hands are up here, and the way it's almost like she's conducting something from the ancestors or from ancient something here. Animal energy here, okay? Now let's know that when we're talking about animals, animals can be representing people too. If you look it up and do the research or dissect the word in etymology and using other tools here, okay? I've learned that, there's other energies out here that I would like to point people in their direction when it comes to certain information and improving it. And once things are established, that's exactly what I would do. I'm tired of feeling like the most invested one, and then the odd man out, the one carrying the 10 of Wands, as a burden, when people are supposed to be working with you and not against you. Okay. But yeah, this person is crossing the finish line or whatever here. And this makes me think about, I went to the hotel and actually there was some caution tape that was, the whole roll was just laying there on the side of the building in the grass. And I'm thinking, why is that there? Like the whole roll is just out there laying there, huh? Yeah, I definitely felt a shift in energy today. The point blank period to go ahead and take it all the way in. Strange things were happening. When I was at the White House, there was whispering and people looking, guards looking very strangely at me. Again, I couldn't get through certain areas because I guess at that moment you couldn't get through, but maybe a little bit long later, some people were getting through. There were out there, I met some very interesting people, but I feel like, again, some people may have been listening and trying to, intertwine my energy with other people's energy. And again, I don't know. I think I met someone that I was destined to meet to give me some kind of signs, okay? But it may not be a good thing to be um, quickly associating myself with anyone. And that's what I'm saying. But people, I think, that are going to do that from the outside looking in automatically, because these are people that want to take someone down. So I'm being careful about who I'm around, the energy and everything. But again, I do feel like I'm in a situation where I need a little bit even more of a secluded area to operate, a more safe zone, okay? And to do my craft here. I'm supposed to be somewhere. Some people know that where I'm supposed to be. And that's just what I'm going to say, okay? Because these people are definitely sitting somewhere protected, okay? So again, these are the ones that call good evil and evil good, okay? And protect the evil, and persecute the good, all right? Wow, why is this sticking out? I'm going to leave it to the side, okay? Something telling me to. So what card was it? I accidentally put it back in the deck here. Oh. Okay, let's see. And I feel like all of this could have been just not as everything. A lot of stuff that happened was very unnecessary because they're trying to leave the star out. They're trying to trap the star and leave the star and still use the qualities of the star and give it to these other people that are kind of, they may be seers, but they could be low vibrating, and they could be working from a place of jealousy, envy, strife, okay? Again, to be a wife of an emperor or an emperor, you have to know certain things. You have to be able to expand. And a lot of people are saying this, oh, with this silent stuff, but that I feel like that's to silence those of us that carry the real information, so that they don't want nobody to hear it coming out of your mouth and know, oh, that shit must have came from there. That's the source of it right there, right? Now, this could be for your protection against certain groups of people right now. But it also, if some of us wouldn't open up our mouth and speak, we probably wouldn't even be standing here today or sitting here today. And that's just being 100% with you. Some of us have no choice, and we're forced to have to be public with our prophesying or our plans sometimes, even because, no one wants to sit with you, okay? All right, here it is. But the way that she has these, her arms open, and she has these birds here, and then these little baby birds, okay? Excuse me. Makes this some type of powerful energy. Also, maybe Uranus. Maybe this is also, this energy. I'm even seeing Horus right now, okay? Maybe even Osiris, okay? But look at these three little baby birds behind him, or these three other individuals that may be a little bit more far off, but this energy can get close to this energy here, to this racer, this one that's running the race, because that's what the real race was, is the race to the top. All right. And that's what these people have been doing for the past 2 years, while they've been bombarding me and putting burdens and putting their weight on me, and going out and building and creating, and then planning on leaving me out in the cold after they obtain things, and replacing my energy, or taking portions of our energy and instilling them in other energies that may look better, or seem to be doing better on the outside, okay, or in society, than those of us that are gifted and don't want to be subdued and replenished, okay? So it made me think about the chapter of Jesus saying, a person has to be reborn or made new again or whatnot to enter the kingdom. But again, God, source personally has done that for some of us. And again, in my energy, I feel like I'm connected to source, again, heaven is my abode where my mind rests or reigns or whatever. And then the earth is my footstool. And this is why the earth don't like me and the heaven don't like me. This is why, again, with that world card energy, it leaves you suspended in air. Because they want to just gawk at you and talk about you and start smear campaigns. And if you come against the mass media, then they will definitely get rallied together, get that memo at the beginning of the day, and they'll come against you. If you go against a certain agenda, like some people may talk about the LGBTQT, everybody, energy. I have nothing personal against any of these people, but again, I will speak what is supposed to be spoken. My problem with this energy is they are trying to exterminate one way. That's a problem for me and for everyone. All right, we have the Eight of Cups. All right, and this Eight of Cups is representing, again, look at this person in despair, looking out the window, saying, what can I do to serve you? To the ancestors, the people, and the people don't want nothing to do. It's almost like that energy that I feel like sometimes I sense here. This person got this cape on ready to just make me think about Hierophant energy here too. Like somebody that deals more. Wow. Why did when I went to the gas station, I saw a shape like this here. This iron thing. It made me think about like prodding or branding. Like, you know what I'm saying? They make you think like back in the day that they were branding people's skin on their buttocks or whatever with a brand, a hot iron. But I believe this has to do with soldering off or dealing with uterus. Okay, I told y'all the Tesla sign kind of looked like a uterus, or at least your urinary tract or something of that nature, or a UDI or whatever, UID or whatever the hell it is, birth control thing. Okay, and I feel like, again, yeah, I'll just say this, and I'll probably have to take note of it myself, that I think a lot of women is forcing, whatever this is, could, in a spiritual essence, could fear people into wanting to take, I think a lot of people want some people on birth control. It may be a good idea for right now. I don't know. I don't have the scientific proof, or nor do I need it to back it up. But I feel like, again, we don't have the voices. We don't have the freedom of speech to speak up about what's going on silently with some people dealing with these beings. So the less people that come out talking about what they're dealing with, you know what I'm saying, you're made to seem like you are a traitor to some energies here, but these energies are not being 100% with you. Okay? It's a very strenuous job. Even I'm looking at these dishes piled up here, okay? This person, if this is a Hierophant energy, this person doesn't have time. It may seem like if you're on the outside looking at someone that's like a yogi or what can you call it? A spiritualist or any kind, okay? A monk or something. You may think, oh, look at that monk. They're just sitting there. They just have all the time in the world to do this and that. But they don't know how much so-called prayer, okay, or communing with source and ancestors and guides, these people are doing, just because their mouth is not moving, right? So I feel like there is powerful people that can actually do things like that, go into hermit mode like that and not speak. But that's not my job. I feel like I can do that too, but I'm also someone who delivers it's like a mother giving birth. I'm still the one that is delivering this to the world. Not just, I know we talk a lot about this land here because I believe we've been taught in reverse, and this is actually the motherland, okay? But again, this is a universal message here, okay? Still, look at what's creeping in to this window. This window is cracked, and look what's creeping in, right? Kind of serious energy here, okay? And again, this is not what this person was placed here to do. This person looks like they are overwhelmed, actually, too. See? So again, outside looking in, somebody's going to look and say, well, this person didn't even change their clothes today. Or this person did. But you don't know what somebody's dealing with, again, on the inside when it comes to higher powers or fighting off even other entities or energies that may want to harm people. Okay. Um, again, so we have the Emperor here. Okay. And this Emperor is kind of sticking his hand out. Where is he? He's underneath it. Okay, yeah. He's sitting kind of like a presidential seat. Excuse me. This reminds me of like an older, mm, kind of, vintage kind of style office or something here. But you see this big old hawk. I'm telling you, man, I get so excited. I get so excited when I see hawks and owls. I don't know why, okay? But lots of hawk activity. Actually, one came right up on top of the car and then just flew away. And this was the biggest, like, I think it might have been a more of a red tail something, okay? But I just get so excited. I'm a little kid. Excuse me. But it's almost like, can you trust this person here? Because, like, this emperor is reaching out their hand, but at the end of the day, look at this. I'm about to say spatula. Look at this ruler or this piece of wood that he has in his hand. It's almost like he's going to use that to, like, stab somebody. Shit. It's almost like a sword. Like, yeah, come here. Come on in, you know. You know what I'm saying? Make me think about sword talk. Okay? Cutting edge, right? Okay? And again, here's another energy where this is making me think about a sword energy, but the tip of it is cut off. I'm trying to tell you. Also, this is making me think about a source or a surge or source of energy here. Ooh, look at this. Y'all see this? It look kind of like an airy shape on his cup. Or even like, again, Tesla, like with a split in the middle here. Okay? With a Tesla thing, this would be like kind of squeezed together, more like a UD. You know that birth control thing. But yeah, it's almost like these. Oh yeah, and this letter opener can also be used probably to stab your ass or something with it. You see what I'm saying? This is kind of like, I don't like this. I don't like that smile. I don't like that. It's almost giving me Cheshire Cat energy here. All right, the red letter here. Looks like this person has red on his fingers, like his fingers are dipped in blood. Okay, just what I'm saying. I'm seeing here. Okay, so again, there's already bloodshed been happening. This made me think about somebody that already lost their damn mind, though. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's over a woman or over wealth or over something, but like I said, this person is looking like they're willing to say or do anything. Snake, what they call it, a snake oil salesman. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me lay down for a second. I'm so like tired and my stomach is like really bothering, but I really didn't get to eat that much today. What's frustrating me is like, I feel like after this, it's like I want to go silent, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, why keep on doing this if everything's going to be disregarded? But I kind of feel like Source is like, no, honey, this is it. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you, you give me what I want and I'm giving you what you want. Okay? And it will just be the most beautiful thing ever. And I just feel like I'm just so, I don't know. I'm just so, I don't know. I just feel like I give thanks or gratitude. I'd rather use gratitude to the universe for this. And I don't want to mess it up and I don't want to give it up. And it's almost like Jupiter ascending when she got the keys to the world. And she got to actually then enjoy herself finally with somebody that understood her and that was there for her. You know what I'm saying? She finally got that someone to love, someone to hold, right? So this is a love. I mean, it's about love and war, but love conquers this time. And a lot of good people working together here. Like, I don't know, it just makes me proud. I don't care what color, whatever, ethnicity, whatever you think, whatever. It's a beautiful thing to see people fighting for something. Like I said, I don't know if this is just something that people are trying to project or this is just a perception that we're given, but it seems like there are some people willing to fight for our right. And these people may know, again, because of that whole jar energy or that world card energy, that woman being trapped and having all those eyes around her in that wreath. You know what I'm saying? She's been shielded, or she's been, you could even say she might be in a convent, right? But this time they don't have to take her to a convent. It's just there's been some kind of something around her protecting her all this time. And someone's trying to make a leak or create some kind of something so they can penetrate, okay? And maybe even assassinate or delegate or whatever. We can look at it with those terms. I hate if I'm going I apologize if I'm going all the way around here, but I'm just trying to cover a lot of different things, okay? And I just feel like I'm overwhelmed with the rush of not even being able to record today. But it's almost like the energy was like, ha, ha, ha. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, on someone, on the soulmate today. Because again, unfortunately, I think by succubus energy, these liars, deceivers, and sorcerers that have been using their power. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a sorcerer, I don't think. But when you're using your powers to harm people or innocent people or make or create, then that could be harmful to the whole collective. Overthrowing an empress, silencing her. This is abusive, and then using technology and things like that in order to mediate or to mitigate or to manipulate the situation. It's just kind of sad here because it's supposed to be such a beautiful thing. And I feel like there's been a threat. There's there's a God losing control right now because they feel like they're losing their family, or they're going to lose their money, or they're going to lose something. But this person had ample opportunity to change and to also, be more accommodating, and also open up and let somebody else be accommodating to them more on an emotional level, and they're not wanting to do that. So again, we're starting to point out all these narcissistic energies because, again, I think they were talking about something when it comes to some kind of papers or something like that. No, some kind of leak, a hot mic or something like that. And they were talking about like speech and freedom of speech and how somebody is caught on a hot mic saying something, but they didn't get impeached. Excuse me. But somebody else will get impeached for the same thing. But you understand, it's not worth them to do this to anybody. There's certain people that they want. There's certain souls of America, or the soul of America, that they're fighting for or about. Also giving me Helen of Troy. Somebody was upset maybe that I went somewhere. And then somebody might be upset that I came back. You see what I'm saying? That's that whole push and pull energy. But I feel like none of these individuals has stepped up in a way. All right? And again, we have to remember that the devil does come, you know what I'm saying, in a, was one of the most beautiful angels. And he comes, to fulfill your desires possibly. But I see more in, I guess, that energy, I'll say, in the serpent energy than that. Okay? I think some people were coming to do right, and then they got wrapped up with people that were seeking to devour. Okay? And got connected to that energy there. And mounted on to whatever that was. And started to go back to those old ways. This also could be a Lord God energy telling someone to go back to your old or your first love. But this whole thing confusing with my story because I have a very unique story here. Where being able to see in this light makes me think that there has been a replacement placed somewhere. While the original version of my husband, from who I met 30 something years ago, okay? They've taken that light and they turned this person against me, but and even made this person think that they can build whatever this is with someone else. Even give them the appearance after observing these people that probably didn't get as much attacking and burdensome energy as I have. Like I have had to maybe carry the weight, right? And this person may have been able to expand and explore and, live lavishly off whatever was built between this relationship here. All right? It's very strange. And I felt like telepathically or through some kind of communication, something was set up where this individual, again, this individual may have been, we'll just say, taken, right? Because if you think about it in the biblical text, it says after 7 years or whatever, some things. This could be a mental birth, a physical birth, whatever, okay? Eunuch energy is also making me think about people that have been, cut off because of God or something of that nature. And this makes me also think about spiritual gifts, or again, these people having access to God that shouldn't have had access to God. They should have been coming through the son, but maybe the son wasn't acting right. Okay, maybe the son was being rebellious, or the son didn't realize that something had been done to them to change the narrative, right? And that's why whatever this is supposed to happen. People are trying to stop this connection from happening on this plane. And maybe this person is also fearful of this energy, and so they're running but projecting that energy on you. For some of us, again, that would be high priestesses and people that know. Okay, I'm just hoping that you're getting these little nuggets, because it's not put together right, and actually I'm very tired. I'm gonna go to bed, but I feel like this energy is in danger. I feel like this man and maybe a child, okay, and this, again, myself and maybe a small group of others are in danger. We may be the last of our kind. I feel like the red dragon energy, now that China is stepping in, she is stepping in. Somebody's jealous of something. Somebody wants these masculines to pay homage to these people. Matter of fact, I think that the 20 years that I feel like, again, if we just want to talk about some people being mind control or some kind of compartmentalizing of the brain, you know what I'm saying, done on individuals. Whether we're talking about this physical vessel or mentally, this person was removed from my energy. And again, I think they came back in, and a union was supposed to happen. But they thought they found a way where this can happen in the dark, and not even include the Empress in things that's happening with her own self, her own body, her own mind. Okay? In order to swap this destiny with another feminine energy here. And I think one has to do with New York, one has to do with Georgia, and one has to do with that other energy. Maybe even Aquarius somewhere in here. But also some of us embody, I feel like we can embody the whole deck in tarot. We embody the whole Bible, and we embody, many of these things. And kind of like go throughout or travel to each other, in some kind of way here. But I have been blocked from doing that, is the problem. So this makes this person look weak and old and incompetent. And I feel like this is what I felt I'm reading in the text in the Bible many and many of times. It's a case of stolen identity. But there's steps to it. You have to ridicule the person's work, restrict them. There's ways to break a buck, but it ain't happening. We done been already reached the finish line. We just ready for these people to see what it is. And I feel like it's saying the world is mine. Operating on that level for this was a test here. Part of this was a test. To see if you're as loving as forgiving. I don't know. Well, I'm just saying, as loving, So I feel like there's work to do. There are good people out there in some of these positions. There's powers that should be, and there's powers that should not be. I want to be working with the should be's. It doesn't matter what nationality or race or anything. It's also just some shit that's going to be have to lay down on the line. These people won't even give it a try. So we have the Ace of Blades here, and there's a dog here, okay? About to get a procedure, possibly at a vet. And I'm hearing, that's my dog. Actually, that's the onesie I just sold, actually. It's a cute little onesie with 2 corn dogs on it, in case you want to. You might have to go back like 10 videos or something, because I'm just now starting to learn how to remember to put my information in the description bar so people can access, my stores and things like that. Because I do know that there's a little bit of work that needs to be put in or effort on my part. But what I'm saying is I'm very overwhelmed. And I feel like Source heard me and lightened the load. But that doesn't mean I don't want to go into my full power and potential. It just means where are the people that you're sending to me, God, that is going to actually, and ancestors, and that's actually going to make me see or feel like they're here to help me, where I don't have to guess or fight or battle for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is a dirty game because there's someone that may not be doing that well. And this may be also something that has happened in the past already that wasn't doing that well. And these people decided to block me from their energy. Could you imagine somebody calling out for someone, the last person they would be calling out for, right? And maybe they even know some of the wrongs they did and some of the things that were done to them may hurt. And somebody refuses to go and get that person and let you have a chance to say your goodbyes. Even in the Bible, when it says, let the dead, when the person said, I want to go bury my father, and said, let the dead bury the dead. But I'm not dead. I'm alive. I'm an American. I'm a universal energy, okay? That just happens to live here in America, which I feel like people are trying to claim is another part of this world here, possibly Russia or Asia. Again, when it comes to the Midwest, this is very real, I feel. But we'll just say it's the spiritual aspect of it. Because there's always the storyline going on that we see with our two eyes, and there's the ones that we sense with the rest of the sensors. The ones, okay? But the fact that this made me think about Talking Ben or Benjamin or Binge Energy. And look at this sprite here. Here to comfort this dog. So again, all sprite energy or all Jinn energy. Is it bad? I don't know, okay? I'm even hearing my best friend, okay? It's even making me think about, excuse me, my dog Rambo, okay? They got hit by a car, okay? And we buried him in our my childhood home, right? It's making me think about guardian angel or animal spirit guides, okay? This chest x-ray. Oh, this is making me feel bad about, again, tobacco or smoking around, yeah. Okay, now I'm starting to see something here. But I wonder if this is a trick just to get me to accept a certain energy when, again, it's hard for me because I'm wondering, is this spirit trying to tell me that this person is gone and they've gone on into the mountain, the most powerful person in their family line right now. And it just so happens that may be connected to your soulmate somehow that's in front of your face here. And you missed out on this chance because of stupid things and other outside influences of, again, connecting with your masculine this lifetime because people knew what this would do. But they don't realize part of it has already been done. The part that would knock all of them off of their feet or their high horses that they think they're on right now because of covetous ways and lying and cheating and manipulating and using their hands to write signatures and things. Or again, I'm saying with ships. When we think about the Moors, they know a lot about laws. Even if you look on Moana, if you look at Moana, the movie, and how they say, oh, the Moors or whatever, and this doesn't mean that all these people are bad. I'm saying these are the customs, okay? The cultural differences, all right? The coveting ways of some of these groups, not the individuals, but the way that they operate as a group, the agenda. When I'm talking about LGBTQ, trans, whatever, it's about the agenda. It's not personal about these people here. People made it personal so people can get in their feelings and get in arguments and never come up with a conclusion or a solution. See, I'm starting to mix up my words. I'm going to go ahead and end this and begin again tomorrow. But, okay, this makes me feel bad. And you smoking heavy. Because those are deadly. And that's what I kept imagining. Like, about a year and a half ago, like somebody that, again, is one of my that I feel is a soul, a twin. There's a soul tie or connection. I seen him lying in a bed with like tubes and stuff like that. And I said, no, but I just wonder. It's almost like also that this person is trying to speak to me. Let's just stop.